Brother Moses Kane has a message for the folks, okay? He is tired. Black fatigue is a real thing, and he is tired of what's going on with our brothers and sisters out here at the hands of police, at the hands of bullies, at the hands of just Karens, Brads, everybody. Everywhere we turn, we're under attack. And he wants to put together a group to say, you know what? You do it to us, we're going to do it to you. Take a look at what he has to say.
If all whites aren't racist, then you shouldn't have an issue with what's about to be said. My goal is to take 10,000 brothers and destroy every sundown town in America. My goal is every time on the news a little black girl gets slammed on her head by a racist, corrupt cop, we go find that cop and do the same thing to his little girls. My goal is whenever a brother gets downed, unalived by an officer, every time a sister gets downed, unalived by a racist cop, we go and down him and one of his family members. See how he liked it. When I could put together a group of brothers, a very large group of brothers with that purpose, I don't care about what the consequence is for it. I don't care about the repercussions for it. I don't care about the challenges that we would face trying to do it. You know, and I know it needs to be done. So when I can grow large enough to where I can organize brothers to wherever something pops up on the news, such and such unalived by law enforcement, video pops up on a screen, a young brother, young sister gets shot in the back 20 damn times for holding up a dang wallet or a cell phone, gets tased for nothing, gets punched in the face in the middle of a traffic stop. When these things happen, I want to be able to show up with brothers and punch you in your face and see how you like it. I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care about the fear attached to it. I don't care about the hesitation or the caution. The fact is, it's only one way to deal with a bully. We've all been taught to walk away, turn the other cheek. Success is your best revenge. If that's the case, why the hell they don't take that route?
Now, let me just start by saying I do not condone violence. I don't believe in what's good for the goose. I don't believe in tit for tat. However, I understand the frustration. I understand why he feels that way. I understand why he wants to let these people who are doing these crimes against us feel it. Let them feel the exact same thing and see how they like it, as he said. The only thing is, we as black people are not afforded that luxury. If we were to do what he said, put together 10,000 brothers, and every time a black man got unalived or brutally beaten by a police officer, then we go do the same thing to another police officer or to their kid or something along those lines. We've seen how it worked out, right? For the dad who ran over a police officer who for another police officer who had killed his son, right? The story is swirling around. We know about that one. Now, I'm just saying, if we were to do that, it would be an out and out race war. And although he's saying he doesn't care about the consequences, you have to think about you might be, put in jail for life and or unalived, and you may have a family, a husband, a wife, children. So, I understand the frustration. I understand the desire to, get them back. And I understand his frustration about why do we always have to keep taking the high road? Why do we always have to keep turning the cheek? At what point are we going to be able to say enough is enough? You want to beat up my son? I'm going to come beat up your son. You want to beat up my daughter? I'm going to come and beat up your daughter. You want to unalive my child? I'm going to come unalive your child. Could you imagine what this world would be? And I get it. We are tired. We are tired. But the question begs, what's the solution then if we're not going to gin up a bunch of people to come and just brawl out with everybody that does wrong to us? What's the solution? Because every day we turn on the news or look at our phone, somebody in our community is being wronged. by either a police officer or, just a regular civilian or a work employer or a boss or. It just goes on and on, right? The school, you name it. We are going through it. So, what's the solution? My humble opinion, separate. My humble opinion, we need to have our own major institutions where we are housing and teaching and thriving for our people, right? And then the other part is continue to expose it. Continue to expose it. Make sure these people are held accountable. I know it sounds simplistic and not effective for a lot of people, but that's what we have to keep doing. We can't just stop doing that, right? We got to keep doing it. My concern about doing it this way is for our people. Okay. Look at what happens when we just protest. Look at what happens when we do a march. Look at what happens. Look at how they come 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 deep, just waiting for a reason to take us out. So we don't want our population to be taken out, right? And we don't want our population to end up behind bars. So we have to think of more effective ways of doing it. And I believe it's by unifying as a community and keeping our stuff in house, you know, and making sure that we support our people in everything that they're doing. Get black politicians, black police officers, black lawyers, all of those things. Like, let's go back to the days of Tulsa. Remember the days of Tulsa? When there was a whole compound built just for black people and they were thriving. And yes, it got burned down, but that doesn't mean it should be the end of that. It's the spirit of these people. That's what we need. We need that spirit of where we want the entrepreneurs and everybody to grow together, pool all of our strengths and say, hey, let's take your strength, let's take your strength, let's take your strength, and let's build and let's grow and let's keep bringing our people along with us. That's what we need to get back to. And as I said, exposure, demanding accountability. That's what we need to keep doing. But you let me know what you think about what this brother is saying. Drop your comments in the chat. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Until next time, I shall see you again. Please be safe.